Okay, so when you get your paper in a minute, you're gonna see that it already has a crease down the middle, which is great. We're gonna actually use that crease in 2 different ways. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fold my paper and I'm gonna make sure that it is nice and creased. But then I'm gonna open it back up. And when I open it back up, it kind of stands off the flat surface. I'm gonna flip the paper over, so now the crease is sticking up off of the table, and I have to keep that same fold, but I'm gonna fold it in the opposite direction. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the left, I'm gonna bring it to the right, and I'm going to crease the fold, and it should be the same exact fold, but now I can go back and forth. I'm gonna need to do that because we're about to start printing. And I know that seems weird. It'll make sense in a little bit, okay? So now I've got the fold going and you can't really tell, but it will work. I'm gonna leave my paper folded. My fold is on the left-hand side of my paper and I wanna make sure it stays on the left. I'm not flipping my paper around anymore, okay? So it's very important because if we don't do this, our butterfly is gonna end up in 2 separate pieces and we definitely want it to be one whole piece. So I'm gonna use my finger from the very top corner. I'm gonna make a mark right underneath my finger. And then I'm gonna bring that line out a little bit. I'm gonna go to the bottom of the paper. I'm gonna put my finger on the very bottom corner. I'm gonna make a mark. And then I'm gonna bring that line out a little bit too. It's like a 1/2 inch or 1 inch. Now, this is gonna end up being the butterfly's body. So what I wanna do is I wanna curve that line around, and if my line is a little bumpy, it's totally fine. And I'm gonna join it with the bottom of my butterfly, okay? That's the body of it. Now, this is where the wings are gonna go. Again, my body's still on the left. I'm not flipping my paper around. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the wings of the caterpillar, I'm gonna use a capital B. What I don't wanna do is in the middle, I don't wanna come back to my body. I'm gonna kind of stop it halfway. So I'm gonna leave a little space from the top and I'm gonna bring the top of the B all the way out almost to the edge. I'm gonna bring back into the middle of the body, and the middle of the paper is where the top wing's gonna stop. And then I'm gonna come back out. I'm gonna bring it towards the edge of the paper. I'm going to slowly bring it towards the bottom of the butterfly, and then I'm gonna stop my line, okay? At this point, I've got the shape of my butterfly. We're gonna add a bunch of details in just a minute using symmetry, but I'm gonna leave it like this. I do want to open up my paper, so watch closely what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open the paper, so now my butterfly's on the back. I'm gonna go ahead and write my name little right in the middle of my paper, right on the fold, and then I'm gonna write the code underneath, okay? Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to turn it so I'm looking at my butterfly again.